Last time on Pole House Blackpot Weekend Getaways, we visited Silver Dollar City and had a great time, and we fixed Dutch pantry pie.
We're gonna dish some of it up.
This week we have a little visitor in our camp. Before we go visit the Titanic Museum in Branson, Missouri. And we fixed Sloppy Joe sliders, so stick around!
I think they're done, hon. Well, we have a squirrel in camp this morning. I don't know what he's looking for, but
Food? I'll tell you what he's looking for.
he's trying to attack Leslie's chair.
No, I think he's just trying to sniff it. Cute little fart.
Got a skinny tail, though.
Yeah. It's hot out. Maybe his tail hasn't fluffed up yet for the winter.
Could be.
Not a bit afraid of us, is he?
Looking for a handout. Well, good morning. Tuesday morning, and we didn't get a video dump done last night. And what are we doing here? Basically, we do every
Well,
night.
this is a backup
Yeah.
redundancy. We put all our raw footage on a hard drive. That way we've got two forms of saving. We've got the SD card and the hard drive.
Yes.
If I'm worried about it, us not having the video, I also put it on thumb drive. We've had one of the worst things in doing this is learning that, duplicates matter. I was trying to save our space on our memory or our drives.
Hard drive?
Yes, at home, and it didn't take long. We lost video from about 4 videos, our raw footage from 4 videos. So we just do this.
Yeah. And then so we had a good time yesterday at
Yes, we did.
at Silver Dollar City. We lucked out and got done before the rain. The storms
Although
came
we
in.
didn't get our video done, our
No, we didn't get to do a
demonstration
demo.
done.
We were going to cook supper out and get a demo, and that just didn't work because the rain came in but just as we got back to camp. So
We had to go back to town and eat supper.
yeah, the wind was blowing, so our small canopy under the back of the camper wasn't going to do much good to keep us dry. So we're waiting on today, looking at the weather forecast to see whether we're going to end up. Our plan today was whitewater, and we may have to reevaluate and postpone that till tomorrow. So we'll kind of
Now,
seeing
Silver
what
Dollar
that's gonna
City
be.
has a great thing that they offer. That's 2 days, 2 parks.
Yeah.
And in that 2 days, 2 parks, you have 5 days total that
A
you
window.
can use.
Yeah,
that
window
you can
use.
use. So you don't have to do it in consecutive days.
or set the day. We have to go here today and here tomorrow.
and
type
if you
thing.
don't, you're out your money.
Yeah,
So
it's a pretty good deal.
yes, it is.
So, okay,
Well, we're going to eat some breakfast and make a decision. It's either going to be Whitewater or Titanic.
Yeah.
Those are our two choices.
So, somewhere we'll catch up with you and we'll see you one of them two places.
Well, the weather has made our decision for us.
Yeah, it's looking more like rain all the time. So, instead of going to Whitewater today, we're going to Titanic. So, we got our reservations for 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. That's right. So, we're going to head off there, see what we get. Now, I did look at the rules, and we cannot videotape or photograph anything inside.
So we'll get some video outside and we'll tell you what we saw.
Yep. Okay. We'll see you in a bit. It's my boarding pass right here, Angel.
Mine's right here and Leslie's right here.
There's Leslie's. And I am Ernest Tolbert.
I'm Bertha. I can't pronounce that last name.
What's yours, Leslie? Catherine Murphy. So here we are in line. We can't take video inside, but we're still outside. We're going to take some pictures up when we get to the grand staircase. So, see you inside. Well, did y'all think of the tour?
It's nice.
It was
good,
interesting, yeah.
There's a couple of neat, I thought they'd go through a couple of real neat facts about the Titanic as far as the journey. It says it departed in April 10th, 1912 at noon from Southampton, England. And then on the same day, approximately 8:30 p.m., it departed from Cherbourg, France. And then the following day on the 11th, departed at 1:30 p.m. It departed Queenstown, Ireland, and that was the last time that it saw land.
And then the next day it
made it 5 days total.
Okay.
And so on April 14th of 1912, at approximately 11:40, it struck the iceberg. And then by the 15th, April 15th, at like 2:20, it was at the bottom of the ocean. So about
this is worth the money.
2 hours and 40 minutes, or 2 hours and 50 minutes, something like that.
This is worth the money.
Yes, very good. Like it was what, $30?
Yes.
per person for adults, and you can take your time all the way through there that you want.
And they give you little things that tell you more about what's going on.
They have the highlights.
Interesting.
And my passenger, Ernest, perished.
My Bertha lived, and she died in 1959 of cancer.
And I had one that was named Kate, and she survived. Lived until she was 70. Was on there when she was 18.
When she was on the ship. Yeah, it's really a neat. It's a devastating thing, but it is really fascinating. There were over 1,500, like 1,560 some people that perished, and only 813 or 800 something like that that actually survived. And it was a mix of all, you know, crew, first, second, and third class passengers that did make it off, even though probably more the first and second class made, because they had first access to the boats. But
well, we'll see you back at
all right,
camp.
go ahead and back to camp. Bye.
Oh, there's fish in here, Dad.
Yeah, it was 10 cents back then. She remembers. But you guys have bigger one.
The brown trout.
Sky.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna need to.
Rainbow trout.
Look at this crazy fish. Oh, wide open and everything.
We're at
Actually,
the hatchery here, right outside of Branson. We'll get outside and I'll tell you some more about it. This is the lower side of Table Rock Dam. This is a dam that was built in 1958 when it came online as a hydropower to provide electricity. And they dammed up the White River to form this. And right where I'm standing here is actually the hatchery. So below, up above the dam, Table Rock Lake, they actually have a lot of warm water species like bass, crappie, and other things like that. And then at the hatchery here, they release trout, brown trout, and rainbow trout. And below the dam is Lake Taneycomo. And then down, it runs downriver to Parasite Dam. And then below Parasite Dam is Bull Shoals, and that runs clear on down into Arkansas. Neat thing about Parasite Dam is that it was actually built in 1913 when it came online, and it was the very first hydroelectric dam built in the state of Missouri. Some other neat facts about Table Rock is kind of cool, is that it is over 43,000 acres. When it's at flood stage at full capacity, it's over 52,000 acres. Of course, it's a hydro dam, so the water runs through turbines and turns them turbines to produce electricity. There are also over 800 miles of shoreline around Table Rock Lake. Well, we made it back from Titanic.
That was interesting.
It was beautiful. You know something I forgot to mention, we were outside that was really fascinating. You can talk a lot about food anyway on this channel. Was the amount of food, and there was a whole list. I couldn't remember it all because we were down on the first floor where we could not take any photography. From the grand staircase up to the second floor of the museum, we could take
pictures
only. But in the other part, there was a neat thing about all the food. And one interesting thing was that I can remember there were 75,000 pounds of fresh meat on board for the trip when they stocked it.
I can't even think of how
there
much
were
meat that
40,000 eggs and 40, what did they say? I think it's 40 ton of potatoes.
Where would they put all that?
Well,
That's
it was
a lot
a
of
massive
food.
ship. The ship was 882 feet long, like 100 foot longer than any other liner built to date. When
They
did
said that up until Titanic, the passengers had to bring Was it just the passengers in total,
Yeah.
or the third class passengers?
No, I think everybody had to
bring their own food.
and bedding, because there was they didn't provide that on normal ships back in the time, because it just never was, a thing. So it's pretty neat that just a few of the neat facts that were interesting that we thought of. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. If you're interested in Titanic stuff at all, it's really worth the $30 per person to go through and take that. And you can take all the time you want.
Yes, you can.
Once you get through there.
Not only the placards that tell everything, but they've also got an audio recording that you can listen that gives you more stuff.
You get to a little bulletin thing, and it says you to punch in that number, tells you the information.
We really enjoyed it, all of us.
So anyway,
so we're going to fix today what we meant to fix last night.
For supper.
What we were supposed to fix tonight, we'll probably break in and let you have it for... Anyways, we're shuffling just a little bit.
Yeah, but tonight we're fixing one of Leslie's favorites. I'm going to try to see if I can get her to help me prepare it.
But we fixed part of it the first night we were here.
Sloppy Joe sliders. If you remember, we did the dinner rolls in the 10-inch Dutch oven, and that's the basis for our Sloppy Joe sliders.
But they got one problem.
What's that?
They're too tall.
Well, yeah, they rose clear to the top with a deep 10-inch Dutch oven. So we're going to have to cut a layer out of the center before we can do it, because we've got to have enough headspace room to get them cooked. So we'll be right back with that recipe, and we get her cooking. And that's going to be our supper tonight. So we'll be right back. Okay, our hamburger's gotten done. We actually used some garlic, minced garlic, dry minced onion, a little bit of seasoned salt, and some black pepper. Now we'll turn it down. And what we have in here is we've actually mixed this up before we left. We had to have several different jars of stuff, so I didn't want to bring all of that with us.
Barbecue sauce.
This is several different combinations of Sloppy Joe goodie. And you can do whatever you like. Some people buy that sloppy Joe in a can mix stuff. If you want to use that, that's fine. This is, I will pop it up at the end of the video. But this has everything from barbecue sauce, ketchup, some mustard, Worcestershire. If you got a recipe like this that you like for your sloppy joe, why, by all means, you can use it too. It's easy to pre-mix it when you're not camping and bring all them bottles of stuff. That's good enough. All right, let's batch will do it. Pretty much, this part of the filling is done.
It's an easy meal.
Yes, it is. Let it heat just a minute. It's gonna cook, of course, inside that sloppy joe sliders. So, okay, turn this off, and we'll get ready for the next step in making our sliders. We'll be right back. All right, so what? Put that in the bottom, right, Leslie?
Yep.
This is the same Dutch oven we used to make them in, so it'll fit nice and good, and it'll fill. I think we need to spray around the edges in case that cheese comes out a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's do that first. I never thought about that. Get a little spray in there. Around that edge. All right, now put that one back in, Leslie. Okay, put that back in over there. Now what are we doing? We're assembling. We're going to use what? You put some metal on it
right now.
We're doing dark. We're showing sharp cheddar on the bottom?
Yep.
Okay. And you can do whatever kind of cheese you like. So we're doing a layer of cheese on the bottom. There you go. Let's lay them in here.
So it's stuck together.
And you can use shredded cheese, whatever you want to use.
They're kind of stuck, aren't they, Leslie?
A little bit.
They don't have paper between these, do they?
Oh, thank
That's
goodness.
brand, doesn't it?
Thank goodness.
That's all right. A couple more.
That's a lot easier.
Nice and cheesy.
Yep.
Okay.
Put one in the middle there.
We're in the middle. What do you think? That good? We're gonna put more cheese on top, right?
Yep. Put one more here. All right.
Okay. We'll put here. Get me in one more piece. We'll put some around the. There we go. Put another layer around the outside. How's that sound?
Yep. All right.
Nice and cheesy.
Mhm.
Now you can do whatever kind of meat you like if you're gonna do it. A lot of times we've done roast beef, ham, turkey, any kind of cold cuts work fine. But we're doing something that most people have never done.
Put sloppy joe mix.
Sloppy joe mix. If you made sliders like this before, let us know what kind of meat you put in yours. Because we've seen a lot of people do sliders before. This is not our creation, but we've never seen anybody do sloppy joe sliders.
And we've never seen anybody make the rolls before.
Oh no!
make their
And if you
sliders.
did it, if you want to, most of the time when we made this, we've actually done a. You buy those Hawaiian rolls or those type of rolls that are kind of in a rectangle, and then we've got a glass like a Pyrex dish that's just the perfect right size. You can wedge it down in there. That works real good to do it at home in the oven. Okay, so spread that evenly on the top of the there. Now
That one didn't have paper in it, but this one does.
the same brand.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? Pepper jack cheese is what we're using on top. I'll make sure there's no paper in there.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to do that.
Ruin it. It's a little easier to get out with the paper.
Yeah, they don't stick together near as bad, do they?
Mm-mm. I was trying to do the paper. That would have been good.
We're doing about 10 slices, looks like.
Mm-hmm. There's one more if you
You
want.
got one more? Give me one more. We'll do like we did on the other. Yeah, about 10 slices. Somewhere like that. Okay, next,
The top one.
the top layer on. Last, let me see if it's done. Let me go get the butter. It's hot now, so I stick it over the charcoal for you.
That's one way of doing it.
And we're gonna stick this other glove on because I'm gonna hold it up here so it doesn't dribble everywhere. Put a little bit of garlic powder in my melted butter. Get a little brush. Now we're gonna brush all the top with the garlic butter. And we're gonna leave about half of it, and then when it comes out of the Dutch oven, when it's done, we'll brush some more on top before we serve. Now sometimes we do this and sometimes we don't, but Angel had a great idea, and that is a little bit of, this is Weber's
show it over
garlic
here.
Parmesan seasoning.
We love this stuff.
Weber's got some pretty good seasoning. Whoops, it's a brand new bottle.
Is it?
Obviously. There. Nice sprinkling on top. This will take, normally in about a 350 oven, probably 20-25 minutes. Basically all you gotta do is cook until all the cheese is melted. So, and our meat mixture was still pretty hot, so pretty warm, so it doesn't take much. So take this over here, sit it on the okay. Let's check charcoal's about ready, so let me reset the camera and we'll get it cooking. Be right back. Okay, now I have the tongs here. Just 24 pieces of charcoal. Don't need a big amount. Don't need a real high heat. It's a regular 350-degree oven, plenty. Okay, so we're gonna do a normal bake. We should be about 8 on the bottom, 16 on top. Get that done real quick. Now we just put a regular bed nice evenly around the top. Put 4 in the middle like you would for a checkerboard style. Just all on top. Nice solid ring just like when we're always baking. Nothing special in this recipe.
Oh, but it is so special. I'm hungry.
True. Alrighty, that's it. We're going to set the timer for about 10 minutes, come back, and just like with any bacon, we'll go ahead and rotate it. So we'll be back. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. It's not a real long time, but like I say, we're not doing much with melting the cheese. So I want to just make sure we're not getting too done. So let's pull this off real quick. Let's see.
Honey, I hate to say this, but that looks done.
I think it is. So,
it's
while
time
you're
to eat.
still here, let me go back and get one more item. The only thing left to do, the rest of our butter all over the top. Let it sit just a minute or two.
And then we can eat.
Time for supper.
We were sorry we didn't get this last night.
So it's going to taste good for tonight's supper.
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back with the reveal.
With tasting.
All right, it's time to serve.
Oh, wow.
This smells good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
What, we going to try to dig it out of here this way?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, don't you?
Let me grab a
Knife?
up there and grab a knife.
Let's not do the plastic one.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Let's get a real one. Just to kind of cut down.
Leslie
through there.
bolted on us. Oh, no.
Well, I had to take my retainer. It's hard to eat with the retainer in your mouth.
The first one's always the hardest one to get out.
You don't want to really scrape across the bottom of our Dutch oven.
Hard on them.
Just kind of go straight down, not scrape. Probably better off. That causes scratches in the bottom of our Dutch oven.
And you don't want that.
Yeah, it causes places where it might stick. Okay. Thanks. If we get the first one out, we'll be okay, all right?
Yep.
It's gonna be a little kind of messy, but
You might need to use that knife too.
I think which way to go.
I think you're doing it right.
Not left.
Yes.
Ooh, look at that.
Looky there. Ooh, that's pretty.
Okay.
Looks good.
One for each one of us, I think. Put it down. There we go. One more.
Now, if I know anything, he's going to want a picture of this, so we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Man, I want to eat it. I'm hungry. Come on.
Leslie already tried
Yeah,
about
it's good.
hers.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Sloppy Joe slider. Almost too hard to eat.
Oh, no, they're not.
Perfect. It's good.
Yep, they're good.
Flies are gonna get us. We're gonna eat them before they do.
Yep.
Flies get them.
So if you like this video,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. That means you hit the little subscribe somewhere underneath here. Comment. Tell us what kind of sliders you've done.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
week. Next time on Pull House Bike Pot Weekend Getaways, we leave our wonderful campsite at Table Rock State Park. We hit the waves at Whitewater in Branson, and we travel to Roaring River, where we fix stuffed manicotti.